today I'm here with a kind of, I suppose, the book review video. I have lots of beauty books here to go through that I kind of wanted to share with you. I'm a huge reader, but these are the kind of books that you can just kind of pick up and drop. You don't have to get into it. They're not reading books, they're actually beauty books. I think a lot of people who watch my channel know that I have a blog. Obviously I have this YouTube channel, so I'm hugely focused on beauty and skincare and hair care and all the rest that goes with it, and I'm also a big reader, so I just kind of wanted to show you some of my favourite beauty related books today. Okay, so like I said, they're beauty related books and they're actually kind of more focused. It's not that they're focused on blogging, but most of these books are actually by bloggers, so basically this is a beauty blogger book review. First one I'm going to start off with is Sinead Katie's book. This is the Makeup Chair Handbook. I'm showing you this one first. Oh my god, look how tan she is compared to me. She is a fellow YouTuber. I'll leave all the links for all the books and the bloggers and YouTubers that I'm talking about below. I want to start off with this one because this is the one that's most makeup related. It's not, she doesn't speak about herself or anything like that. This is teaching you how to do your makeup. It goes through a bit of skincare, it goes through loads of different face shapes, it goes through contouring, eye shapes, lips, it goes through your whole face, teaching you how to do your makeup. So it's very much a tutorial style book, and for that I love it. It's kind of the only book that I have that actually teaches me really how to do makeup. There's no specific brands mentioned, so it's not really targeted at anyone in particular. You don't need a certain amount of money to buy products. This is just simply teaching you to work with what you have. Okay, so there's a quick up close of Sinead's book. I'll quickly flick through it. As you can see, she goes through very specific whatever you're looking for, whether it be eyes, face, lips. She goes very specific and into detail. Loads of pictures, very detailed, step-by-step tutorials. And then at the very end there's actual different looks, gives you recommendations of brushes, yeah, and then it goes into loads of different actual beauty looks for different people. So yeah, like I said, this is kind of the only book that I have really that kind of teaches me how to do makeup, because other than that I actually only watch YouTube. So I'm really so happy that Sinead came out with her own book. It goes through contouring, different eye shapes, it goes through brushes, just loads of different specific makeup things. So that is the Makeup Chair Handbook by Sinead Katie. Okay, so the next two are kind of, I think, one of the first two really blogging beauty books that came out. These came out years ago. God, I can't even remember, 2000, I'm not even sure, these came out ages ago. These are by the beau.ie girls. Well, it's by Ashley McDermott, who is one of the co-founders of the website. I'm sure you all have heard of beau.ie. It's, like I said, it's kind of one of the first big Irish beauty blogs, and they came out with two books. This is the first one that came out that I bought, and I went to an event and everything. It was one of the first events I went to, I remember it so well. So this is the beau.ie Guide to Gorgeous. These books, these are very kind of product based. They mention specific products. I'll show you actually up in the camera what the book's actually. So this is the first one. This is actually hardback, so it's kind of hard to show you, but I'll quickly flick through. There's a lot of detail in this book. As you can see, there's a lot of text and a few pictures. It does mention specific products, but this first book is kind of a bit more general, going through different types of products that you will need for your type of hair or your type of skin. So there's a quick flick through. So it does show specific products, but it does do a bit of general analysis as well. So yeah, that was the first one, and then they launched their second one to go with that, and this is the handbag one. This is the Gorgeous to Go, the beau.ie Guide to Smart Shopping. So as it says, this is kind of a handbag. It's meant to be a handbag size book that you throw in your bag and you can refer to it when you're in the shop. This definitely goes into detail of very specific products. Again, I'll flick through this now to show you what it looks like. So it's really nice and cheerful and bright looking. It's bendy, so it can throw it into your bag. Okay, so I'll quickly, flick through. So there now you can see it gives you kind of just lists of various products. It looks kind of quite similar to the first one, but as you can see here, it does kind of have more of a list format of specific products, and it gives a brief description of each product. So it's very much so, as it says, like a shopping guide for beauty products. So yeah, those are both of the beau.ie books. I wanted to give them a mention because they were one of the first ones that I ever bought. The only thing about these though is that they may be slightly dated in that they're very product specific, and there's new products in the market and stuff, but in general I really enjoyed these when I got them, and as far as I know they're still available in shops. Okay, so next up we're kind of verging more into the vlogger category. These are the 2 books by Suzanne. So this is the first one that came out. This one is more kind of personal than the second one. It kind of goes through a bit of her life. The thing about these books is there's a lot crammed into these. There's really a lot of everything. It kind of goes through her personal life. It starts off about her personal life, which I really love when you can get an insight into someone's life to see where they've come from and how they are the persons they are. Then it goes kind of straight into makeup. Very, it doesn't delve into anything for too long. It's very short and quick. So if you're looking for something very detailed, the segments in this aren't hugely detailed, but they're kind of to the point, which is why there's so much crammed in here. It does mention specific products. I'll give you a quick look now at the book. Okay, so this is the first one, Secrets to Blogging, Fashion and Beauty. Like I said, it does start off with her, so it's all about her life. There's a lot of pictures in this book, lots of personal pictures, then how she started blogging, where she was working, loads of events. Then it kind of goes into the makeup parts, skincare, makeup, eye creams, loads of specific products mentioned, eyeshadows. There's loads and loads crammed in. Then it goes on to loads of fashion bits, loads of fashion, then buying tips, kind of back to Q&A, and then kind of more onto the blogging part of it. So yeah, that was Suzanne Jackson's first book, so it's kind of an all-rounder. And then the second one leads on to more the business blogging side of it. So I would say if you kind of want to know more about her as a person, there is a bit of a biography in this, and just kind of specific product recommendations is kind of more this. So it's more about her and products, and then the next one is kind of more about, it again obviously is about her and she's telling her story, but it's more business focused and blogging focused. So if you're more interested in that kind of side of things, go for the second one. So yeah, this is the second one, Suzanne, What Happened Next, the lifestyle, the business and the secrets. So it is obviously still very personal because it's all about her, but it does very much carry on from the first one. Again, kind of goes into her as a person. She's talking about confidence, about shopping, online shopping, encouragement. Then it kind of goes on to her life and her as a businesswoman, about Instagram, secrets to blogging, handling the critics, and then it kind of goes into lifestyle. So it's kind of much more of a person building book. Then it kind of goes into more of the blogging part, and then a bit about her family and fashion stuff at the end as well. So yeah, those are the Suzanne books. I think Suzanne refers to herself as one of the first beauty bloggers, and you can't argue with that. She's been around for a long time. She's done amazing things for herself. She's launched products since. So she's very much so a businesswoman now, but she still does do blogging. Other people do blog on her website as well. It's not just her. So there's a lot going on, and there's a lot going on in these books as well. All of these books are kind of under €20. So that is the Suzanne books. Okay, so next we have a British YouTuber. This is Fleur de Force's book. This is called The Glam Guide. This is very much so a mishmash of things. She doesn't go into her own personal life really. She does give advice and tips about life and confidence and things like that, but she doesn't go into her own background of her life. But there is a lot of different detail in this. So I love the way she designed this book. I really love the design of it, and again it's kind of soft cover. So I'll flick through there. So it gets straight into beauty, skincare, concealer, smoky eyes. Then it goes into masks. It goes into hair, it goes into there's a lot of fashion in here, which I'm not hugely gone on really. It's a lot of fashion. Well, it's called the Glam Guide. Handbag stuff, dressing for your shape. So I'll fast forward all those. Health and fitness, kind of cooking, eating, and all that kind of jazz. Positive thinking then and stuff at the end. So yeah, like I said, this is very much so a mishmash of stuff. It doesn't go into detail about her herself as a person. It's more so just kind of giving her tips of being glam. There's a lot of kind of fashion stuff in it that I really... Well, see, it is called the Glam Guide, but I kind of was hoping this was going to be a book more YouTube blogger based, beauty based, but it's just a guide to life really. It goes into fashion, like I said, beauty, hair and makeup. There's a lot of stuff in this Glam Guide one by Fleur de Force. Okay, so these last three I'm going to show you are kind of more biography in my opinion. The first one is another UK YouTuber. This is Tanya Burr's book, Love Tanya. Again, I love the layout of this. This is hardback. Yeah, this definitely, she does talk about herself, her own life, and then kind of circles the book around that, which I really love. So I just, like I said, I love getting a bit of background into the person who was writing the book. Writing and ghostwriting, I'm not sure about who has written what, all these books. I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, I'll show you what's inside this one. Okay, so like I said, it does go into her own life. There's loads of personal pictures in there. This is really hard to show on camera. Then it goes into skin, hair care, like I said, most of the rest of them, but it does go through a lot of her own life and her own opinions and thoughts in this book. It goes into love, about her relationship with Jim Chapman. Oh, that's so cute. Time apart, life kind of notes and what life has taught her. A bit of food and exercise, a bit about motivation, a bit of cooking, and a bit of note section. And there's a small section on YouTube at the end as well. So I actually really like this book. It is kind of huge, again, mishmash of things, but there is more of a personal touch with this, which I really love. It doesn't go in hugely into the beauty blogging side of it. It's more kind of a general thing, and again, this doesn't reference specific products. So if you're looking for something very detailed, probably not this one. This is more of a general book and general tips, lifestyle tips, hair, skin, nails kind of thing, but it does have that personal touch. Okay, so next up is probably the most recent one that I bought. This is Fairy Tales by Joanne Larrabee. Joanne is an Irish beauty blogger and vlogger, and she just came out with this last year, so this is very much so still on shelves. I love this book. I really, really do love it. Again, very personal. Joanne really does delve into herself and share it with the world. This book is hugely, I think this is very much so an autobiography. She gives so much of her own personal life to the readers, and I really, really respect that and admire that. She goes into her own family and relationships, not family, but she goes into things about relationships, breakups, diet, exercise, positivity, body confidence, loads of different things like that, and I'll quickly show you what's inside. Okay, so like I said, it does start off with her telling us about herself, what she was like as a child, what she wanted to do, her aspirations. It goes into a bit about her modelling. Then it goes into the beauty section. The beauty section isn't huge, and again, it's nicely detailed. It's not overly analysed, but it's kind of a general overlook on her recommendations. It does go into some specific products. Then it goes back into her personal life, about love, about exercise, feeling weak, some downtime, some good times, pressures of life, loads of lifestyle tips. And then it goes into kind of the fashion, reaching out to others, love yourself, against body shaming, and then kind of at the end it goes into the fitness, and there's some supplements and food things at the end as well. So I was actually kind of shocked at the amount of content that's actually in this book, because it does look kind of small, but there's a lot of work gone into this. You can see the amount of work that's gone into this, and I love that it is so personal. It's not so personal that it kind of bores you. She doesn't go too much into things. She's kind of telling us things that we kind of want to know and what she's learned. It's very much so a book about learning about yourself and bettering yourself, but there is that element of beauty and fashion and lifestyle in it as well. So I really, really love this book. This is the newest one that I mentioned, and it's called Fairy Tales by Joanne Larrabee. Okay, so last but not least is Michelle Phan's book called Makeup, Your Life Guide to Beauty Styles and Success Online and Off. I actually have a separate review on this book, so I'm not going to go on about it too much, but I really, really enjoyed it. I love the layout of it. I love the different categories in it. She does talk about her own life, again, which I obviously love, and then goes into beauty, hair, makeup and things like that, so I'll quickly give you a run through. So Michelle Phan is kind of the #1 subscribed beauty YouTuber in the world. It starts off about her life. She had a bit of a struggle life at the start. She really did work for what she has now, so she goes through all that, her life at the very, very start. Then it kind of goes into the beauty section, skincare, DIYs, then it goes into makeup, hair, eyes, all that kind of stuff, and then at the very end it does go into a bit of fashion, a bit of life advice, a slight bit about the blogging and the business side of things, but not too much. So overall, this is a very varied book as well, and I really, really enjoyed this. I felt like it had a good amount of each section. So it had a bit about her life, it had a bit about skincare, a bit of hair care, a bit of makeup, a bit of life, a bit of everything. This book again had a bit of everything, and I felt like it had everything in the right quantities. So if you want to see more of this review, I will leave it in the bottom bar. So there you go, there's a quick run through some of my favourite beauty blogger books. It's not very detailed. I feel like the way I describe them, they all kind of sound the same. In a way, it's not that they are the same, but they have the same kind of format. Some of the books kind of tell you about the person, then go into the beauty, the hair, the rest of it. But they are written very differently, and I just enjoy learning about different people's lives and how they've gotten to where they are today. So if you have any questions about any of them, let me know. If you've read any of them and enjoyed them, let me know. Or if you have any recommendations, I would love to hear them from you. All the books are kind of under €20-ish, and I'll leave links to where you can buy them below in the description box as well. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of different kind of video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!